Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. Trying to locate it. Oh, no! He lost it! And normally that equals disaster, but it gets out of bounds and ends in a touchback. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Cut out left. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 16 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. 3rd down run by Dobbins. And he's brought down after a short gain. Offense up to the line fast. On 4th down, here's Herbert. And it falls incomplete. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Buying some time right. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Allen now on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. It's caught at the 4.
That shit lagging.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now to kick this away. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Going for the first with Dobbins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Dorian Williams makes the play. And the Bills take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
Not an overwhelming amount of running room available, but he made what he could through the traffic on the pick. Everything he got them, just a bonus really anyway. They were certainly satisfied by simply getting off the field.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Allen setting up play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he gets this forward to the 19. They strike for 23 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Rolling out to his left. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll go. Allen. Buys time, rolling right. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chargers get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action now with Allen. Pass complete to Cook. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st down, Allen connects with Johnson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Complete to Shakir. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Middle. Alert, 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 alert. Regular. Alert, alert. Off 52. Hey, home. Stop. Look out.
To throw again, it's Allen. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Play action now, Allen. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Offense in the hurry up here. Allen on the play action. Toward the sideline, and it's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Return lanes don't open for him. He stopped shy of the 15. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. He rolls to his right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Ray. Set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Hits his running back. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Dicker on now for the PAT. And the kick is good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
That was predictable.
And the Chargers return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
That's complete to Dobbins. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Christian Benford up to make that stop. On 3rd down, Herbert. He finds McConkey. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal. Dobbins goes up and over for the touchdown. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Good game.